Peep the t-shirt, guys. The Nightman coming. My friend Tim from Colorado sent me his series anamorphic lens. So we're filming everything on the anamorphic lens, and he got the 50mm focal length, so it's a little bit tight. This is not the focal length that I usually shoot at. I am also recording this on the Atomos Ninja 5, so we got like a serious camera rig going on right now. I wish I can show you. I wish I can show you somehow. Let me see if I can show you somehow. Is this on? Yes, it is. All right. So this is my setup right now. Can you see that? It's a little bright. Here you go. That's the Ninja. That's the Ninja. And then we got the teleprompter. And then we got the anamorphic lens. So this is a serious setup. Yeah, I just want to try out the ProRes 422 if anyone's interested in that. I've become more interested in videography, like video content. So I just want to try it out, see what it's like. I heard that ProRes 422 would be easier to edit. Oh yeah, the announcement of that fisheye lens. I did announce the winner. I did a random selector on YouTube comment selector thingy. So I did reach out to the person. So congratulations to Pablo for winning that fisheye lens. Obviously, you know, there's going to be more prizes or more giveaways to do in the future. Once this channel starts picking up traction, I know that there are people that are gonna reach out to me, review it, and then if I don't see the need for it, I'll just give it to you guys. So make sure to subscribe and support the channel, because then I can help you guys out and give you guys the gear, the free stuff that I get. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is me, Iamtongue, and today I want to share some tips on how to find models for photo shoots. If you're new to portraits, maybe this will help you get started. I did have a few people asking me before on how to find models, so I thought I'd make this video so that I share it to any of you guys that may want to start shooting portraits but don't know where to start. I just want to say that this is coming from my own experiences, and you don't have to follow what I do, but I found that this worked for me. So man, there's fucking gnats everywhere. Fucking gnats, man. Oh. Here are some tips and tricks when approaching models. So tip number one right off the bat is don't be a creepy photographer. Just don't. There's always this one creepy ass, thirsty ass, ugly ass looking, stupid ass, creepy photographer who ruins it for the rest of us. There are so many stories that I've heard over the years now here in Toronto about some scumbag of a human trying to take advantage of these models. So since he has a camera, it warrants him being a dirtbag, okay? So right off the bat, be professional, don't be a creep. Tip number two is ask, when you don't have any models, use your own network and ask your friends. This is how I got started. Before I got into portraits, I was shooting travel and landscape stuff. So, you know, I didn't have a body of work when it comes to portrait. I did what everyone probably did when they started to shoot portraits. I asked some of my photogenic friends that I know. Start with your own network. I'm sure some of them would love to get some pretty pictures in return. This is a great start to build a portfolio so you can show and attract other models in the future. And now, if you don't have any photogenic friends, or friends for that matter, this leads to the next tip. Tip number three is to join Facebook groups. So here's another thing that I did. I joined my local community Facebook groups. This is also great for meeting like-minded individuals. I live in Toronto, and what I did for Facebook was I typed in the search bar on Facebook, Toronto model, and the results that gets populated are usually the popular ones with the keywords that you are searching for. I would join the one with the most members in the group because I know there would be some activity at all times. Next, like I would make a post saying something like, "Hi, I am so-and-so and I'm a beginner photographer looking to build my portfolio. I'm looking for models to collaborate with for a shoot. Here's some of my work. If you like what you see, please leave your Instagram and I'll get back to you. And usually I get a few hits when I make a post. There are usually people down to work with you in this group, so this is another great way to get started and get your name out there and build your portfolio. So again, look into your local Facebook communities and start asking. I forgot to mention that to collaborate, or a collaboration between model and photographer, is everyone is trading their time for photos/print. This is usually called TFP. This is going to mutually benefit both parties. Everyone's going to meet up and start shooting. Again, you guys are both taking the time out of your day to do this, so don't be late, don't waste people's time, otherwise they probably won't work with you again. Tip number 4, use Instagram. Another way I found models/influencers in the past is on Instagram. I would use local hashtags to see if anyone has posted any photos. Again, I am from Toronto, so the hashtags I would look for in my local community is hashtag Toronto model, hashtag Toronto models, and hashtag Toronto photographer. So try this out in your own local city, and usually I would find local models, influencers through this method, and I would just send them a DM or a direct message. And this is what I usually send as a template. Hey, insert model's name. My name is insert photographer's name, and I'm a photographer here in insert local town. I found you through these hashtags, other photographers' profile, and I was wondering if you would like to collaborate with me. I really like your style, your feed, your posing, or whatever it is. Just make sure that it's genuine. Take a look at my feed, and if it's something you vibe with, just let me know. And usually I would probably wait like a few days, and if they don't respond, I just move on to the next person. It's not a big deal, so don't take it personally. We are just living in a ghosting culture. And the next bit involves having some clout. This is where things get a little shallow and vain. Nowadays, models and photographers will look at your following count on your social media and make a decision based on your numbers. I know it sucks if you guys don't have like thousands of followers to start off with. These people usually associate a high following count with success, or they look at someone with a high following count and they think this photographer must be really, really good. But that is not always the case. I know some terrible trash photographers out there with like hundreds and thousands of followers taking some nasty portraits, okay? So numbers don't mean everything, but if you want to work with like models and influencers, you're going to need some clout, some number, like at least a following, so they can see that you are established. This is where I can save you guys the headache of dealing with like such bureaucracy when it comes to these Instagram models, these influencers. So this is the formula that I sort of follow when it comes to the vanity metric of Instagram. I know it's kind of lame, but this is what they look for because they want someone with a good following so they could get that exposure, they could use that reach. Someone with 100,000 followers rarely works with someone with like 5,000 followers on Instagram. This benefits the person with the 5,000 followers more than it does the 100,000 followers. The 100K person has more reach. You're using that person for their audience more than they are using you. It's a numbers game in today's society. I find this also to be true when it comes to YouTube channels. So if you want to work with brands on YouTube, you're going to need like a sizable subscriber base. We can agree to that, right guys? Since I have a small channel right now, I know that I don't have major brands reaching out to me, nor am I reaching out to them because me being small, I'm not gonna waste their time. I'm not Peter McKinnon or Matty Hapoya. These guys will get like unreleased gear because brands see their subscriber base as valuable to them. So you need to have those high views so it benefits the brands as they want to sell the people these products. So understand it's a business at the end of the day. They need to get a return on their investment, that ROI. The same goes for this Instagram thing. You gotta think in the same mindset when it comes to contacting these models. I would recommend reach out to models that has relatively the same following count as you to begin with. But again, you can take liberties to try to ask for the higher following count models. It doesn't hurt to ask. They may say yes to the TFP, or they may give you their rate. Don't get upset if they give you their rates. It's all part of the game. But this is where you need to reevaluate your skills as a portrait photographer. If you are starting out, chances are the portraits you take may not be that good, so they need to be fairly compensated if they don't think your photography skills are up to par. Just because they are doing this more for you than you are for them. No one would waste their time with beginners if they're pros, nor should they. Time is valuable, and that's one thing you can't get back. I know I may sound harsh at this point, but I respect people's time. So I would want the same for me. So if you think this model can help elevate your work and your portfolio, I would recommend paying their rates. There's nothing wrong with paying a professional here, and this is something that I do from time to time. So at the end of the day, tip number 5 is to pay the models their rates if you think it's worth it. And tip number 6, contacting modeling agencies. This is something that I am fairly new to, but I have found this method to be the most consistent. It's more transactional. You just ask them and they deliver. There's no dilly-dallying. I like working with agencies because they can provide models right away, and usually I don't have to deal with the flaky models. Again, the ghosting culture. So I would recommend emailing modeling agencies or DMing them, asking if they can provide you with some models for a test shoot. They usually have a roster of models, some new, and want to build their portfolio. These are the models that they usually send out to you, and if you do a good job, you can keep that line of network for future projects where they can provide you with even more models. Here in Toronto, I've been on 2 separate shoots, models provided from the same agency, then they happily obliged. They also asked for something called a mood board, so they have a better understanding of what it is that you want in your shoot. So if you want a process on how to plan a photo shoot, let me know in the comments below. Other than that, I gotta say that both times has been a great experience for me, but going this route means that your skill as a photographer must be decent enough to work with agencies, because they're not just going to work with anybody. They are sticking their neck out providing you with the models, so the least you can do is to provide their models with some decent looking photos that could land them some paid gigs in the future. So to recap, okay, how to contact models. Okay, first of all, don't be a creep. Second, go ask your friends. If you don't have any friends, go ask on Facebook groups. If you find no success there, another way is to go on Instagram, look through your local hashtag, DM models through Instagram. If you want to work with them, pay for the rates. Other than that, the last one is to contact the modeling agencies. And there you have it, folks. It's really straightforward. In all these situations, it was just me asking at different stages. So there's no harm in just asking, okay? The answer is always no if you don't ask, and that's something I try to live by. What's the worst that could happen? They say no, you move on, and there's always going to be someone out there that's going to say yes. You know how many times I've been rejected? Like a lot. When I was asking this girl if she wants to, go with me to prom, she rejected me. But, I came out of it stronger than ever. No, I didn't. I'm a big wuss. So that is it for me, guys. These are my tips. Hope you guys find this video useful. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope you guys like this video. Follow me on my social Instagram at Iamtongue. And if anyone's heard about the CEO of Instagram he said that they're not gonna make photos a priority anymore. So I'm gonna be sharing my photos on Twitter. So if you guys wanna follow me there as well, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, my name is Tongue, and I'll see you in the next video. I love you. Okay, bye. Day man. Champion of the night man. Master of the sun. Master of karate and friendship for everyone. Night man.